You take the blue
You told
pill,
me I
the
wasn't
story
really
ends.
looking for
You wake up in your bed and believe
What is
whatever
the
you want.
Matrix?
I was
You
looking
take the
for
red
what is
pill.
the Matrix?
You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
What is the Matrix?
The Matrix is everywhere.
To keep us under control,
It is all around us.
in order to change a human being.
Even now, in this very room.
It's impossible.
You can see it when you look out your window.
They are everywhere.
Or when you turn on your television. I didn't say it would be easy. You can feel it when you go to work. I just said it would be the truth.
When you go to church.
Trying to tell you that when you're
When
ready,
you pay your taxes.
you won't have to. Inside the Matrix.
It is the world. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. That has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? You have to see it for yourself. That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Welcome to the real world.
Peace. Back once again, you know what I'm about. Your boy Prince Sean P.O.D. Underground Phenomenons Internet Radio. This is the voice of the underground. Welcome to the Matrix. Whoo. I had a little, somebody said something, to me a little while ago while I was on my little moment of getting my thoughts together on my next segment. Of course, I'm not going to say your name because I don't. Like the idea of making somebody famous for being ignorant. Understand that first and foremost. But person asked me like, man, you speak so much truth and all, right? I'm like, yeah, I tell it how I feel it and how, what I see and what I know and what I believe. Why I laugh and joke and jive about this, and I know I'm finna ruffle a lot of feathers, but guess what? I get 2 drops of monkey's piss about that. But he said, why you trip off, the Black Lives Matter thing? I paused for a second, and I guess I don't know if he was thinking the fact of, trying to put me on the spot or what have you. But no, I'm not with that movement. First off, I'm not a color. I know a lot of folks looking like, what? You're not black? No, I'm not. I am not a color. That is the thing that the Dutch, Spaniards, Europeans, those who brought our people along with others from other countries and enslaved them, that's one of the names that they gave them. Negro. Oh, and by the way, in case y'all, the word Negro, they know the Spanish for black. Check it out. If you don't speak Spanish, then you wouldn't know that. But Negro, nigga, black, colored. Now, if you're calling me something on the point of my skin tone, then I would be paper sack brown with a burgundy pearl, being from 2 different heritage and all. You know what I'm saying? Rascal, do you? And those who scalp motherfuckers, they get wrong. Now, no, I'm not with the colored movement. No, I'm not. The reason I say that is because they're not even with their color movement. Because if it was, first off, if it was such the thought of Black Lives Matter, I see all kind of protesters screaming Black Lives Matter, and it's all kind of color of people. So y'all should say colored lives matter. Because I see some white folks out there. I see a couple of Spanish folks out there. Well, I'm sorry, not Spanish. Let me reiterate that. I'm sorry. My apologies. Mexicanos out there, along with dark-skinned people. Now, that's what they should have called it. Colored Lives Matter. Because if it was such of a black power thing, why y'all got these folks with you? Oh, we share the same cause. The fuck we do. The fuck we do. Like I told one cat before, the hood I come from, man, being harassed by the police was a rite of passage. You not from the hood. If the police didn't, hey, where you going? What you doing? Yada, yada, yada. And slam you on the car. And they've been running that motherfucker all day long. And it's hiding the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying. That was a rite of passage. I'm not saying that it was cool. I'm not saying that by a long shot. Yes, damn right it was wrong. And if I had the power to do something to the individual at my state of mind at that time, yes, I would have. More than likely. Because I was trapped in the matrix along with y'all. So, yeah, I probably would have reacted that way. You know. Now, that's one thing. I'm not a color. If you don't know me, gain my attention and ask me my name and I will respond to you. Other than that, you know, black man, colored guy, I'm none of those. I'm none of those names that those owners of slaves called our ancestors. I am none of those. I am that I am, and that's all that I am. Well, I say it like Popeye, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Did nobody catch that one? Did nobody catch when Popeye was saying that? Look that one up. But I told little fella, and yes, it was a guy, a young fella. He young-minded, blinded. He listened to the Lil Baby song about Black Lives Matter, so he all political now. He black power throwing his fists up and shit. Motherfucker, you don't even know what that means. Because at one given time, it was all power to the people. All power to the people. Not all power to the black people. Not all power to the white people. It wasn't none of that. It was all power to the people. And I say on to you, how they say Black Lives Matter? Nah, bruh. Nah, lady. My people lives matter. My people. I'm not saying it just because of my family. I'm not saying it because of my kin people. When I say my people, my true people that comes from the land that we was casted from, not knowing our native tongue nor where we come from. Yeah, that's in your Bible too. To you religious folks that thump Bibles. And that was a can, by the way, that I thumped. But yeah. If you're going to talk ancestry, go find your family tree. Find the base of it and shake it and see what falls out. Because I can tell you some crazy things about family. and our people. In most cases, through the bloodline of humanity, it's been crossed up so many different ways. Some voluntary, some involuntary. I'm going to say it like that. And yes, check your DNA strand and see what kind of random bloodline you have. Your skin may be dark toned, but there may be some eulogens in your vein line that you're not aware of. Mr. Black man or white man or whatever person of ethnic color that you claim to be. You know, I read about some black Germans, as y'all would say, or Germans, people of dark skins. I know some Irish people that have dark skin. Does that make them black? Maybe in your eyes. But I'm pretty sure if you came across some folks and you call, yeah, man, black man, them folks gonna look at you cockeyed like a fool. Because I'm pretty sure they don't consider themselves a color either. A person or people or a human is going to be thoughtful than anything else. Now, I don't condone violence. I don't. But it is a part of humanity. So, I do. Violence is sometimes necessary, along with war and peace. It was a passage that I read, and I'm finna share that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't mind. We're gonna have church. And I ain't say church. I said church. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal, thoughtful, real biblical, thoughtful way of church. You dig what I'm saying? And these words that I speak on to you, I hope that you take them more to heart than head, because it is very thoughtful. And I want y'all to be mindful of what I'm finna say to y'all, because, I mean, like, for real, a lot of y'all, and I say y'all, I mean everybody, a lot of you people, my people, their people, a lot of people, period. Man, don't take the time out to read and get more thoughtfully educated to something bigger than themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look at it like very thoughtfully, man. We need to be more mindful of what we read. Now, I'm not saying that you read everything. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, you believe everything you read. I'm not saying that. Not at all. Not at all. But what I will say to you is this. Sometimes when you read something and it makes perfectly good sense, you know, and you feel what you just read, like, man, that's deep. That's something I can relate to. That's knowledgeable. That's real. Then you go from there. And you take that to the heart. As all humans have, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this particular passage, it's in your Bible. You can look it up. It says, and I quote, "To everything there's a season. There's a time for every purpose under the heavens. There's a time to be born. There's a time to die. There's a time to plant. There's a time to uproot. There's a time to kill. There's a time to heal. There's a time to break down. There's a time to build. There's a time to weep. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to dance. There's a time to cast away stones. There's a time to gather them. There's a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. There's a time to search, and that's the time to count it as a loss. It's a time to keep, time to discard. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. Now, I thought I'd share that with y'all for a moment because, yeah, classes in session. That speaks a lot. And this was written in the Bible. I don't care what Bible you read. You can look up that same passage and find out what book and or chapter that comes from. And that was written centuries ago, and it's still relative to today. Think about it. Everything I just said, think about it. Let's think. War, peace, beef, whatever, just think about it. Thoughtfully said, think about it. Man, like I said, I have a choice. First off, I believe in me. I believe that I can accomplish anything that I put forth my thought and mind to do and make it happen. It was once said by the Most High, he said, whatever thou thinkest, I shall become of. So those who created things, that's what happened. Let me tell it. If you build a house, and you say, man, I want to build a house, and you got that in mind, you have that in your thought to do so, the material will be made for you. And you continue to build. Build it and it will come. That's what it said. It was a quote I read that said, everything starts with the imagination. So if you have an imagination, and mine is a hell of an imagination because I thought of all kind of crazy shit as a kid growing up, and I still think of a lot of stuff today with my imagination. And a lot of stuff has been coming in fruition. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying. But that's what's wrong with people now. They use the wrong frame of mind to think. And you think of everything other than what's supposed or what you need to think about versus what you want. You take with you what all you need. Leave all your wants behind. That's what I was told. You get what you need, survive. After you do all that, then you can get what you want. You know what I'm talking about. But enough about that thought in particularly. Let me check a little of my news feed here. All right. They said, the sports season is coming. Baseball, soccer, football season. I'm waiting on it. We them boys. Nonetheless, the United Soccer League is going to open up next weekend, and they're going to have their first of 2 games to welcome fans back to the stadium since this pandemic has started. Now, That's a good idea and a bad idea. Good idea because, man, look, fuck it. I mean, if you're going to die anyway. If this is in your design, then yeah, you're going to catch it regardless. Because everything happens for a reason. Don't never think it don't. Everything happens for a reason. Some people might force stuff to happen, but everything happens for a reason. There's a problem. There's a solution to that problem. There's a question. There's an answer to that question. The question is, do you know the answer or the solution to that problem or not? That's the thing. For every explanation, there's something to prove that theory. The question is, do we know it or not? You know, people have been making hypotheses and theories for years. Some of them have been proven, some of them haven't. That's the whole point of finding out, knowing, and thinking. You did? But these folks finna let this stuff come back. And like I said, that's a good idea, but a bad idea. Because, like I said, good idea because, you know, people need, especially now, people need to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? Because people are scared, they're sad, they got to do the social distancing thing, they can't go see their people. You know, grandma might be already half sick or whatever, and you don't want to give her no shit, so you stay away from her. They say it affect the elderly and all kind of old extra shit. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what this thing is. This disease they call it. Now, it's a bad idea. Because if this shit's real, you know what I'm saying, like really, really bad, like they say, and I say they, that means everybody who go to the game is at risk, even the players. You know what I'm saying? So, be weary. Be weary, my friends. Be weary. I'm not saying be scared. Because I'm not scared. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not scared. Fear not, because thou art protected. That was the Most High said. I'm spooked now. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm spooked like a motherfucker. But I ain't scared. At all. My wife stayed getting on my ass. Put your mask on before you go in the stove. Man, look. What that's going to do if I touch this doorknob to open, this door bar or knob and walk into the store? 1 million motherfuckers and touch it. Ain't nobody come out here and sterilize this shit. Think about that one. You go and grab your favorite beer out the cooler. You know how many people done touch that same beer and then reach for another one and grab that one. I'm just saying, all these thoughts can run across your head if you're that paranoid. If you're that scared, stay at home. Evidently, y'all not that scared. You're just not sure that you're not that scared. I'm just saying. Would you wear your masks because the stores tell you to wear them? Okay, yeah, me too. If the store won't let me in there and I need me a pack of cigars, guess what? I'm going to put that mask on. That's so I can get into the store, get my cigars, and take that bitch right back off as soon as I walk out the door. Or might be having it hanging halfway out my face until they say, man, you put your mask up? Okay, yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. And pull that bitch right back down. Fuck y'all. Because you scared don't make me scared. Think about that. That's just me. Now, you know, whatever floats your boat, that's on you. You know, we are two totally different individuals. And I say that term loosely. Individual. Individuality. You did? It's a crazy thing. You know, because I am that I am. I mean, it's only one me. If it's another person out there just like me, I need to meet that person. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can find out if this person is exactly like me. I just want to know. I ain't gonna lie. I want to know. It was a poem that I read earlier. You know, I'm already giving y'all thoughtful things. You know what I'm talking about. But I want to recite this to y'all because, you know what I'm saying, this is the most realest way that I can basically give y'all my thought on who I am, you know, being the individual that I am. And it starts a little something like this. Matter of fact, excuse me for a second, clear my throat. Give me another sippy sip. Okay. I am not for everyone. I know my truth. I know who I am. I know what I do and do not bring to the table. I am not easy to deal with, but I bring a ton of value. I bring love and strength, but I am not perfect. And if I do not fit in with a person or group, then that's okay with me. You know, that was written by Sylvester McNutt. Nut. I ain't gonna make fun of my guy name, but shouts out to him for that wonderful, thoughtful poem. I'm a writer myself, so hey, I can appreciate good writing material. But I live by those laws and have been by some time. Again, I care less what people think. I don't care how you feel. That's on you. I am my own individual. Charles Barkley once said, I am not a role model. I dunk basketballs, so don't expect me to raise your children. Again, he said that. And I feel him too. I'm not a role model. Don't be like me. Because my life was an emotional, crazy roller coaster. Literally. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one of these moments on the show, I kind of elaborate a little bit on that, you know. Or you might catch me on somebody else's show, they interviewing me, and you get to hear some of my point of views or thoughts on where I come from and how I came to where I am now. It took me a while. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a while. It took me a long while to get to where I am. Mentally, physically, spiritually, thoughtfully. It took me a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know, had quite a few bumps in the road. Some of them even put me on standstill for a moment. But yet, I still survive, and I am still here. All praise to the Most High. But getting to my next thought. It's so much. It's so much. In case y'all ain't caught the news yet. Throw that ball away. In case y'all ain't caught the news yet, they said they're finna get y'all another round of money. Stimulus. Whatever. Yep. I'm pretty sure y'all been waiting on it. Y'all probably been boosting hair weaves and socks and drawers and t-shirts and shit. Cutting grass and it's 150 degrees outside. You know, doing odd jobs just to kind of stay afloat. I know it's hard. It's gruesome. I mean, it didn't affect everybody. Me, myself included. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I'm good. Yeah, hell no, I'm fucked up too. I'm just like y'all. Not saying that I'm waiting on this shit. But one thing I can say, I'm going to use mine wisely. And I suggest y'all do the same. Whether you pay all your bills up, you know what I'm saying? Pay your debts off so you can get you some better credit. Shit like that. You might even invest in real estate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, let's make sure that it's not only beneficial for you and your family, and not a selfish act, make sure that it's feasible and will be a good stepping stone to surpass in your way of living. And that's all the advice I got for you. What you do on that is you. I just showed you the doorway. I just showed you what door to go to. Even gave you the thought on turning the knob. Whether you walk through that door, my brother, my sister, that rests on you. I can't hold your hand. I can just guide thee, show it the way. Whether you take that fork in the road or not. Now, I will say this: if you get that little money, you want to party and shit, you want to barbecue and all that, invite your boy. That's all I'm saying. Man, I love me a good stone T-bone, man. You know what I'm talking about? USDA approved, may I add. That was kind of fucked up, wasn't it? I know, but I'm being real. If y'all gonna fuck off your money, at least fuck with your boy with it. You know what I'm saying? You throw your get together pool party or something, man. You got that grill fired up, man. Let your boy know, man. Let your boy. You know, I bring a bottle or something, man. You know, I ain't gonna come empty-handed now. I don't never go nowhere empty-handed now. You know, I'm gonna come in and show out, man. You know, and life the party, man. You did what I'm saying. But yeah, man. I'd say this to my people, man. Y'all be stunned like a motherfucker. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I have done it too now. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't gonna sit here and say that I'm perfect. I just told y'all that now. But, you know, I do say this. You know what I'm saying? Just do righteous by that little money they get y'all. Like I said earlier in the last segment, man, get about 4 or 5 of your good close partners that's real. Not none of them over that's gonna bag down at the last minute, some shit like that. Man, start y'all a business up or something. Within this pandemic and this disease going around, there's a lot of things that really could be used that you can do good with that money. If your bills and shit caught up now, I ain't gonna sit here and say you go do that with that money and your bills and shit ain't caught up now. I ain't gonna say that, cause they are cutting off lights next month. I'm trying to tell you, so you better spend wisely. But that would be a very good, thoughtful thing to invest in yourself and start your little business, get some business life. If you cutting grass, man, go and get your little lawnmower. If you got a truck or something, get your lawnmower, a little weed eater. Man, get your business license and be presentable, man. Come with cards and pass them out, put them on people's doors and knock on the door and say, look, I cut grass for a living, y'all. Well, you know, my business is I cut grass and detail, you know, yards or whatever. Or you might detail cars for, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Man, start a business, bro. Young lady. You know what I'm saying? For real. Start a little business. What else are you doing with your life right now? If you ain't working a 9 to 5. I'll wait. Sitting at home, watching Jerry Springer, some motherfucker, Maury, being entertained by the programming that they have. I stay getting on my folks' head about that bullshit. I'm talking about, why they ain't, man? You could be whooping John there. Motherfuckers there to entertain you. For you to say shit like that, that's what it's doing. You're glued to the TV, ain't you? You watching this shit, ain't you? Shit, what you expect? They don't want to glorify violence, but yet they do. And 9 times out of 10, you watch them shows, man, it belittles the brother, the male, in most cases. Look at it. It's a very rare occasion that you see the female be wrong. It's always the guy. He said that they had asked me, did he have sexual contact with any woman other than him? And a lie detector test says that was a lie. It's designed to program you, to make you think all men, males rather, are bad. You know what I'm talking about? Case in point. Watch. And see, me and my wife, we sit down and watch, you know, we watch movies and shit every now and again. We have movie night. You know what I'm talking about? And we'll watch something, maybe something on, there might be something on Lifetime. Majority, I say, 75 to 95% of the movies that I've seen on Lifetime is always the guy who's the killer or doing the bogus stuff. For real. Very rare occasion that you see one of the movies that is the woman. Now, you might catch one that said the wrong babysitter or some shit like that, or the wrong stepmom or some shit like that. You know, it's a very rare occasion. You know, but you might see it. Don't get me wrong. But most of the time, it's about the man. Which programs y'all to think men are like that? Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say that there ain't no sick individuals in this world. That I'm not saying. I'm not glorifying or justifying what those monsters are, because that's what they are. Now, you do have some real, caring, honorable, loyal men. You got some women like that too. I'm not gonna deny y'all. You know, I got one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding on like a hubcap in the fast lane. You did, but nonetheless, majority of y'all always compare. What if it's your past relationships, past life, period, or other people's relationship or life? You always compare. Nah, wrong. I can tell you what you can compare. You compare.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
You compare that. How about that? Because I'm looking at it like this. Like I said, I am who I am. I am that I am. That's all that I am. And I am not like them at all. And I cannot pretend. Hear me now and feel me later on, man. I'm trying to tell you. And I hope a lot of guys and or girls, so y'all won't be feeling like y'all left out. Men, women alike. Why do they say man like they do in the Bible? When they say man, they talk about man and women. A lot of folks don't look at it that way. They just think they're talking about the fit, the men, the male. No, both. You can't spell woman without man. Understand that. So with that being said, always a comparison. You know, what if it's the guy, man, you act like my baby mama, or it's a woman, you act like my ex and shit like that. Man, stop doing that. You want to perfect your relationship, and I'm doing some Dr. Phil shit. You want to perfect your relationship, I'm going to give you 3 things. You can take them or leave them. Respect them or neglect them. The choice is yours. I'm going to give you 3 things. 1, loyalty. If you show without a shadow of a doubt the loyalty, you can't go wrong. Know that. Why you think a dog is considered man's best friend? Because he is loyal to his master. Or if you want to say that's your baby, he's loyal to his guardian. He will protect. That dog will protect that person, male or female, will protect that person regardless of the circumstances. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's loyalty. Not saying to be a dog now. I'm not saying that shit now. You know, on both ends, you're going to be a bitch either. But what I'm saying is loyalty. Second, communication. Whether you're on the phone, in person, you have to communicate to get an understanding of a situation so you can overstand and move forward. You can't communicate if you ain't got shit to say. So talk. Need I say more? And last but not thoughtfully least, and this is one that me and my wife practice, and this is in the Bible too. I'm going to quote that for you in a minute. This is one that we practice still to this moment. And even before we got married, it was said in the Bible that said, do not let anger fall upon your wrath when the sun is set. Which translation, correct me if I'm wrong, translations means, to reiterate and put in layman's terms so y'all understand, translation, do not go to sleep angry at each other. Meaning, whatever issues you have before y'all lay down in the bed together or separate rooms or however it go, or if you're in the doghouse, you're on the couch, whatever the case is, whatever issues you have, fix it. Thus, here comes the communication again. Talk. Get an understanding so you can understand the situation. Even if y'all agree to disagree. Nip it in the bud. Fix it. No matter what it takes. Fix it. Because I know a lot of y'all, this is what y'all do. And women, I know women really got it bad. But I know some guys do it too. But women really got it bad. Y'all hold a grudge like a motherfucker. I swear for living cheese and crackers. Y'all will hold a grudge to the death. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the guy messed off or whatever. I'm just saying, but y'all will hold a grudge. Meaning, y'all get mad. He left the toilet seat up. I'm just saying, let's give it an example. I'm just throwing it in there now. He left his toilet seat up. You talk about that shit till the day is gone. Now, okay, get to the, conversation, y'all fix it. He apologized, you apologize, going out, getting out of character. I love you. You love me, I love you too. And kiss and make up. Go to sleep. Peaceful. Peaceful. Let that issue die. Bury that motherfucker 6 feet deep and don't bring it up again. That's how you fix problems. With those 3 things I just told y'all, those will help build a healthy relationship. And even more, when you decide to take that further step and become one, it will really mend your companionship. Man, I need to be a therapist, don't I? I'm just saying, that would call. Hey, but I'm telling you the truth, though. I'm 100. $100, keep it. So I'm just saying, but yeah, real shit, y'all do that. And I promise you, if you do those 3 things, or have those 3 things in your relationship or in companionship, y'all will live a lot more peaceful, productive, lovable, honorable lives. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Ask anybody that got a good relationship or a companionship with their people, wife, significant other, whatever, husband. Ask them about those 3 things and watch them agree. Not saying that those are only things, but those 3, to me, are the most thoughtful ones, importance of this conversation we're having. Excuse me. And I promise you, if you have those guidelines, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. All right, now I know I jumped a whole bunch of subjects and all that, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it is what it is. I talk about a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And, I just want to address facts versus fiction, truth versus false. And hopefully I've done that so far since I've been doing this show. I want y'all to tune in tomorrow while I do my throwback Thursdays, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything that influenced the South. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tune in 11 o'clock. Man, Underground Phenomenons, Internet Radio. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your boy Prince Sean B.O.D. You already know what you're listening to, what you got your ears to the speakers for. This is the voice of the underground, and I welcome you to the Matrix. Till next Wednesday, I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, stay peaceful. Shalom to my brothers and sisters who know, and peace to those who are waking up. I'm going to holler at y'all. You did.